multilingual at age 4, but can't locate things literally right next to her. I say this all the time. She's speaking all these languages, all these crazy languages, like she's hella smart. But then you're just like, hey Dora, where's the microphone? Where's the microphone? She's like, I don't know. She don't got no street smarts. You know what? I said it. Don't get me wrong, I love Dora. What exactly is SpongeBob's sleeves attached to? Like, did he buy a shirt and sleeves separately and then just put on the sleeves? Did he cut off the sleeves? We have so many questions. None of this makes any sense. Why do cartoons never make any sense? Is that why we love them so much? Make a stranger fall in love with me in 3 days or sell my soul to a sea witch? Challenge accepted. So is everybody just okay with this logic? Because this is a horrible deal. If a sea witch ever approaches you and tells you to do this, you say no. You say, Azzy told me no. Why do you even want a stranger to fall in love with you in the first place? And how are you gonna make a stranger fall in love with you in the second place? I mean, when you look like this. I guess when you look like this, a little bit easier because Ariel is goals, still pretty hard and pretty risky. I like my soul. I want to keep my soul. Ability to cure cancer, wishes for a chocolate snowboard. A chocolate snowboard. I mean, that sounds cool, but guys, this kid is the most selfish kid ever. This was a selfish wish. Like, you could have wished for anything and you wanted a chocolate snowboard.
Azzy, I can grant you any wish you want. Just say the words.
What? Don't look at me like that, guys. I was hungry. Unmasks hundreds of phonies, but is still afraid of monsters. Honestly, if I unmasked hundreds of phonies, I would still be afraid that one of them would be a real monster. You never know. What if the next one's legit? Then you're, I don't know, getting eaten or something. I don't know what legit monsters do. I've never had the luxury of running into one. Don't plan on it. Trying to steal a useless Pikachu for 10 years, but they don't care about the only talking Pokemon in the world. I mean, I wouldn't call Pikachu useless, but I guess there are a lot of Pikachus in the world. But there's only one talking Meowth. Meowth can talk to humans, to other Pokemon. It is crazy. They could have made millions, but yet they're like, nah, we need Pikachu because cartoon logic. Father, daughter. Now, I don't consider myself a scientist, not exactly, you know, but this makes no sense. I mean, she could be adopted, but they never clarify it, ever. They just drop this bombshell out of nowhere and then they don't tell you that she's just a whale. He's a crab and she's a whale. Something went wrong. He can lift a rhino, but then can't lift a baby lion. A baby lion, just a little tiny lion cub, so cute and so little. Even I could lift him up with my flimsy arms. Maybe he didn't want to lift the baby cub, you know? Maybe he wanted Simba to fall down into that ditch. Maybe he wanted to be king. It's a Lion King conspiracy. Princess Jasmine questions if it's safe to ride, but she has a tiger for a pet. A real man-eating tiger, but hey, she just wants to be safe. Goes to outer space with no helmet and lives to tell the story. Now the real question here isn't how he went to outer space and lived. It's what type of hair gel does he use, because that hair got volume for days. Why am I swimming alone? I'm like 5. I don't even know if I knew how to tie my own shoelace when I was 5. If I was gonna swim when I was 5, I would get eaten by a shark, probably. Maybe even by a penguin. Okay, sure, Rick. I never understand how characters in cartoons or games or anything, how they just like casually pull something out of their pocket and it's like bigger than they are and you couldn't see it in their pocket. If you can show me how to do this, I'll be in your debt forever. I just don't think it's possible. We got SpongeBob physics over here. I consider myself a girl of many talents, but not even I can do this. Wow. Great disguise you have there. This confused me the most. It's like suddenly they put a pair of glasses on or a little tiny mask that just covers this much of their face and no one recognizes them. They still have the same face. How do you not see that? Their hair is the same, their face is the same, their body's the same. The rest of them looks exactly the same. It's like when you see somebody with sunglasses on, you don't suddenly not realize who they are. Like, you still know exactly who that person is. Otherwise, there wouldn't be paparazzi following around celebrities with sunglasses on. They can still tell it's them. Why can you not tell that this is Superman? It's just Clark Kent with glasses on. I mean, wait, the other way around. Superman with glasses on. Finds abandoned cottage and then cleans it. We need more people like this in the world. You know, we usually have people who, they break into homes, not to steal things, just to clean. I would leave my door unlocked every day. If there were people breaking in trying to clean, why isn't this a thing? I guess it would still be wrong. You know, like actually, you know what? I'm down for a good cleaning. I don't even care. This does not give you permission to break into my house, even if you're cleaning. Or does it? I don't know. I'm really torn about this. Can barely lift soda. We don't even know if there's any soda in there. It could just be cups. But flawlessly lifts car with one hand. He's like, I got this. But hey, if it's a safe food, I would also have superhuman strength. What kind of science is this? The chopsticks, they're just floating in midair. I mean, I can barely hold them with fingers. She doesn't even have fingers. We got a good old SpongeBob, who's a sponge washing dishes. If I was a SpongeBob, or a sponge in general, I would just rub myself all over the dishes and clean them like that. Then you'd be dirty. Okay, touche, SpongeBob, touche. If the slipper was a perfect fit, how did it slip off? My mind has just been blown. How did it slip off? It was the perfect fit. Dipper dating Wendy? Too young for Wendy. But Mabel dating a zombie teenager? Accepted by family. They say parents don't play favorites, but I think some kids get away with a lot more. My sister got away with a lot more. Name? Arnold. Born? Yes. Not location, time, nothing. He was born. No, maybe Arnold just cared a lot about his privacy. Maybe Arnold was ahead of the game. Anime law number 1, less clothing equals more power or more protection. It's like, wouldn't you be more protected against like cuts and bruises and this and that if you had like full on armor? But no. I like to call this fan service because I mean, who doesn't like it? I like it. I mean, you guys didn't hear that here.
I don't have crushes on any anime character, I swear.
Anime be like, I have to become stronger. No matter how strong you are, you're weak. I'm still far too weak. Look at him. He's just casually lifting weights that are like 10 times bigger than he is. At least they're kind of sending a good message. Like, no matter how good you are, no matter how great you are at something, you can always be better. Wendy has a bowl of nachos and an entire shipment of soda, but then eats dead bats. Some people just like to be dramatic, you know? I don't know why she was eating dead bats. I think she was just trying to be a drama queen. Minnie Mouse gets afraid of mice, even if she's also a mouse. This doesn't make any sense. It's like me screaming every time I see a human. Not a human. Cartoon logic. I mean, he could just, you know, slip them right off. It's not like they're too big for his wings or anything. Let's rock, paper, scissors for it. Scissors beats paper. But who picked scissors and who picked paper? Because they don't have any fingers. This goes back to the chopsticks thing. But I feel like this is part of like the humor in it, you know? I hope. Cartoon logic, gravity doesn't work until you look down. It's true, they have like that moment where they're like in midair and nothing's happening and then they realize they're in midair and it's a long drop and then they look down. Then they scream and then they fall. They're like, explain this. His ears are up here. Literally right here. His headphones are on his cheeks or something. They didn't think this one through, but I guess it wouldn't even look right if his headphones were up here. Imagine they were just like, I mean, he could be wearing earbuds. Did earbuds even exist back then? I feel like Arthur's a pretty old show. I used to watch Arthur when I was a kid. Washes rock with water. Underwater. It's a little redundant, isn't it? Doesn't wear clothes all day, but then goes to the beach and wears clothes to the beach. Shouldn't it be kind of the opposite? Isn't the beach one of the few places where you can wear as little clothes as possible? But this is where they get the most dressed up. Makes no sense. We got ducks eating chicken. Is this cannibalism? Is this okay? I don't think so. And look how happy they are about it too. Do they even know what they've done? Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you all so much. Stay awesome, stay sweet, and don't forget to be nice to each other. Bye-bye!